Doug Bruno, the head coach of the defending Big East champs. That has a nice ring to it. What does it mean to you?
I'm really proud of our players. At the same time, they have last season forever, but this is about this season. We still have a lot of work to do in a great Big East this season.
A deep roster of returners. How will that benefit you?
We have great guard play, and there's great depth in our guard play. In Brittany Rinko, Chenise Jenkins, Megan Rogowski, Jessica January are all really talented guards, and Megan Podkoa gives us an inside presence that also has guard skills. So we really do have some special guard play. You know, the key to our season is going to be replacing Jasmine Penny, who gave us a go-to player inside. And so Brandy Harvey-Carr and Marte Grace are going to have to step up, and we're going to have to establish some kind of inside presence.
Some coaches like to protect their team and not schedule tough non-conference opponents. You're not one of those. Texas A&M, UConn, Notre Dame. Why is your philosophy to challenge your team so stiffly?
The Big East is a great conference, and last season I really believed, DePaul and St. John's showed well in the tournament, but teams like Marquette, Creighton, Seton Hall, Villanova, those teams all were equal to whoever we played. They were equal to Oklahoma, Duke, and A&M in the tournament. So if you're going to play teams as tough as the Big East Conference is, the way you prepare for them is to play against a tough non-conference schedule. And what makes our schedule really tough, everybody knows about A&M and UConn and Notre Dame, but people don't realize how tough South Dakota State is, or Northwestern's returning 5 starters, and they're just looming in the middle of the Big Ten, but they could win the Big Ten. And Hampton wins 26 games a year. Go play at Illinois State. It's not an easy place to play. Those are the games that make the schedule difficult. And really, we're playing in November, December to prepare for January and February. There is no March without the preparation of December, November, January, and February.
One of the biggest matchups last year was with St. John's. Epic struggle between your team and that team. Talk to us about that rivalry and what made it special.
Well, it's 2 Vincentian schools. St. Vincent de Paul is the founder of DePaul, and it's also St. John's is a Vincentian institution as well. So we go back a long way, both DePaul and St. John's, and Joe does a great job. Joe Tartamel is a great coach, and they have tough kids from the New York, New Jersey, Eastern area. We've got tough players from Chicago and tough players from other places like Philadelphia. Britt Rinkel's a Philadelphia girl, and so I think it's just the toughness of the 2 programs. We just like to go back and forth with one another, and we played a couple games with different styles, and everybody knows that we like to score points, but we like to think we can win. If the games are in the 60s, we think we can win big basketball games there too.
Finally, Coach, you've coached for a long time. You've mentored a lot of great student athletes. When they leave your program, what do you want them to have?
When it's going on, it's tough love, and we tell them that when we recruit. I wish every day was Disney World, but it's not. The tough love means you have to make people accountable, and you don't do that with everything always being sugar and spice. But usually when it's all over with and it's all said and done, my job is to make sure that they're prepared for basketball after college basketball if they want to continue to play basketball, but more importantly, for life after basketball. They're going to have tough days when they're 26 and 35 and 45, and that's the pleasure of coaching, is when they come back and you have them all come back and they understand that when you were the administrator of tough love, there was a method to your madness.
Well said, Coach. Thanks for the visit.
Thank you.
Tony Luftman, the Big East Digital Network.